Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here thanks to the Ginger Yeti and of course beer a day with TK, Ohio boys. And this is the awesome shirt from One Flight Down. Go check out all three of those channels in the sub up. I have a beer here that I've never had before because of those lovely gentlemen called Common Ale, brewed and canned by Immigrant Son Brewery, 5.4 alcohol by volume. Let's see, the award-winning, dark English mild. Everything just came together. Everything's better now. Everything in my world became better. I don't care that I don't have any power. Everything became better. I was going to review the IPA from Upper Hand, and then as soon as I opened it, I could smell that it was older, and it was Best Buy of June 30th, and it's still a drinkable beer by all stretch of the amount. Yeah, it's still drinkable. The confectionery sugar and stuff in that beer isn't that bad, and there's no other off flavors, so it is definitely drinkable, but it's definitely not worth a review. Because it's not the true form of itself. We all need to be the best versions of ourselves. This Dark English, I don't give. This could be 25 years old, and I'm gonna drink it with a happy face on it because it's Dark English mild. Oh my God, I love it. I loved being in England, and I love drinking all the Dark English milds. This, however, was canned on 6/24/24. This is less than a month old. Wow. All right, let's get into it. Very happy about this. Very happy about this indeed. Boy, if I really like this, I might have to set something up, get some more of this in my life because Dark English milds are so damn rare, especially in America. Now, the Evergreen did a very nice one. Sun's out again, dick bag. But let's get into this one and see what we got. I don't know if we can label out. We're going to have to left, maybe? Yeah, we're going to have to do a crazy pour left to label out, folks. Okay, not the darkest thing I've seen in the world. This looks more like a regular mild. But I've had some Dark English milds that pour almost like a porter, like a plum porter almost. So this looks like a regular mild. Nice. All right. So let's see if we can get all those nice roasty, toasty, dark fruits and caramels. Okay. It's got a little bit of a rye pepperiness, but you definitely have like that toasted brown bread tonality. You definitely get a little bit of a burnt toffee, burnt sugar vibe, brown sugar almost. I'm not not getting all the fruit that I would hope I would get, and of course it's not fruited, but a little bit of those soft esters of raisins and stuff that you get from a little bit of the mold, but mostly just the yeast and stuff. It smells right now. If I would have to like say where it would be more so than a mild, I would push it into like a nice, um, almost like English brown ale vibe. There's a firm roast and firm toasted brown bread coming out of this one for sure. Cheers. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to give this a big one on the dark English mild standpoint. I'm a kind of a stickler or whatever. I just really love them. I love getting them, and I love them when they're really good. Sarah Hughes Dark Mild, of course, is the pinnacle of dark milds. We all know this. Had that on a cask at the Star Inn in Huddersfield. It was amazing. With my good friends Ginger, Stu, and Rob from Hobsy. Cheers. This is the littlest, tiniest kitten. Just doesn't want to get bigger. But we'll take care of her. My kid named it Fago. So it's Fago. Yeah. It does just taste, to me, this has that that hallmark of a nice brown ale, like a nice English brown ale. Subtle nuance of hops, earthy bitterness in the background, almost a little bit of that copper coin slash, dare I say it, earthiness in the back. And I just love eating, pennies with dirt on them, but I do. And that is the nuance I'm getting at, and I love those nuances. So it's got a little bit of a toasted caramel, toasted toffee-ish, little burnt sugars, those kind of toasted brown bread. I think they're doing... I know Dark English Mild sounds like a very sexy label, and it is a sexy label, and it's a sexy thing, and it's a sexy brewed beer, and when they do it right, it's amazing. But they really should have called this, an English brown ale, because this is where it's more leaning towards. There's a slight dryness to it too, so it's not overly clawing or anything like that. And I mean, in the north, brown beer, nice pint of warm brown beer, please. Is the common man's drink, as they say. But no, I do enjoy this beer. I can't rate it as a Dark English Mild. As an English brown ale, I'm marked. It's like ticking all the boxes. If you know what I mean. So, in the back, way in the back, you get a nuance of something that would remind me of raisins, maybe a dark currant or a black cherry. Very subtle. That might come out with age. This can is less than a month old. So when it's getting more to its best by date, a year or 6 months to a year, some of that might come out a little bit and give you more of those dark, mild flavors. I'm not saying don't buy a 6-pack of this and sit on it for a while. By all means. But if you just want a quashable beer, and you just want to quench your industrial thirst, it's still a very fine beer. Because I love an English brown ale as well. So. They won a silver. Good for them. World Beer Cup. Silver award. It says English, mild, or bitter. I want to know who the fuck was up against these guys, because I don't know. Like, not saying it's not a good beer. It is. Fago, what are you doing? You want to come up here? There. You gonna go back down immediately, or what are you gonna do? Huh? It's not a bad beer. It's just, it's kind of funny to see stuff like that, because I've had so many dark English milds and stuff like that are just so bombastically amazing, and they're rich and creamy, especially on cask. But they have these dark fruits and different layers of the caramel and toffee, and almost a little bit of a marmalade in the way back. You could put it's on the brown bread with the toast. The toasted brown bread is layered, and it's just all these beautiful little things. So sometimes you do see these awards and you're like, okay, so what was your competition exactly? Yeah, that kind of thing. But it was the beer award. It was the world beer award. So they probably had some heavy competition, and that year they just nailed it. And I would have liked to have a beer from that batch from that year, because, like I said, it just sounds like they absolutely nailed it. And good for them. They deserve it. Immigrant Son Brewing Company. I'll play with you later. My Immigrant Son. I keep saying song, like the Migrant Song from Led Zeppelin. Immigrant Son Brewery Common Ale. I will give this a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. A common score for a common ale. Like I said, it doesn't tick the boxes for the Dark English Milds that I've had for sure. especially the ones from England. But it does taste like an amazing English brown ale, which is the common man's drink. We all know this. So anyway, it's been Paul with PABrewNews. Cheers. Watch that finger. Here it comes. Wow.